Oh dear. Well, for the purposes of the YouTubey people, should we do our usual little rundown of the success board? So I've updated it,
Yeah.
and as you can see, we're jumping around, folks.
Let's do it.
Hold on, I've got a logo in front of the success board. That needs moving down to there. There we go. Move that out of the way.
You have.
Yeah, so as you can see, folks, we're jumping around a bit because we jumped forward to Appointment with Fear, and then we jumped forward from Appointment with Fear to the Trial of Champions, and now we're jumping back to do Seas of Blood today. Now, there's a couple of reasons for that. The first is how difficult we've been finding it to start getting our hands on some of these books, although I've got a chunk of the next few. We still need to find a Rebel Planet and a Robot Commando and a Creature of Havoc. I think Creature of Havoc had a reprint, actually. I don't think that one's too hard to find.
Cool.
So there's a few around. So we're jumping back to Seas of Blood, but then neither of us have got a copy of Rebel Planet presently. I've got a copy of Demons of the Deep, and I've got a copy of... I've got a copy of Fangs of Fury and Midnight Rogue for you. Oh, they're on the next page that we've not even started yet.
That's Swords of the Samurai. I'm sure you've got that one.
Yeah, I've got that one. I've got my little print. Look, I'm all organised, man. I've got a printed off list with ticks and highlights and all sorts. Yeah, that's how we do. We take our fighting fantasy acquisitions seriously in this house. Well, tonight, folks, is Seas of Blood. We're doing Seas of Blood this evening. Which says very specifically it's a pirate adventure.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, thanks, Donny. It's not a sub, but it should help. Absolutely. You're very kind, my man. Very kind. Oh, that reminds me, I'll snooze the ads this early doors. Yeah, Seas of Blood. So, are you ready for the intro, my man? I'll give you the intro.
Yeah.
You are the captain of the pirate vessel Banshee. Together with your band of seasoned cutthroats, you must scourge the lands of the inland sea, searching for golden slaves in a race against your greatest rival, Abdul the Butcher. Oh, Spelsing said this is a tough one, like Trial of Champions tough. Do I need to add the death counter again? Right. Here we go then, on Spelsing's advice. There's the... the death counter has been added. The two of you have cut.
Expect to catch my way through it.
Yeah, you have magic rolls. You're not like me. Like, oh, here's a skill of 1. The two of you have cut a swathe of infamy across the civilized world and are recognized as the two greatest pirate captains in existence. Now, however, you must contest. You must contest to discover who is the greatest. But before you can begin your journey, you must determine the strengths and weaknesses of yourself and your crew. For this, you will require 2 dice and a pencil to record your scores on your adventure sheet. Blah blah blah. So I've had a quick read through this section. So you're going to need 2 batches of stats. There's a set of stats for you, and then there's a set of stats for your crew.
Ooh.
So you have the standard skill, stamina, and luck.
Yeah.
But your crew has strike and strength.
Right.
And
Let's do stamina, skill, and luck first.
Okie dokie. Well, this is just this is standard. Your skill is a D6 add 6.
Skill D6 add 6. Come on, nice big roll. We got 2. So what's that? 8.
8. Yeah. Donnie watched Pirates of the Caribbean in preparation for this. That's a good choice. Then your stamina is 2 and 12.
8. So what's that? 20.
Yeah. And then luck is 1 and 6.
5. So what's that? 11.
Captain, aka Captain Andy Sparrow. So your individual combat, I read through the rules. That's just your standard. Roll 2 dice, add your skill. If you're higher, take 2 life off. Blah blah blah. Okay, your crew strike is 1d6 plus 6.
Thank you very much. That's a 6.
Ooh. An MOD 6 nonetheless. And your crew strength is 2d6 plus 6.
Plus 6.
Plus 6, yeah.
16.
Yeah. This score represents the manning level on board the Banshee and is used to determine how effectively you sail.
Was it strike and stamina?
Strike and strength.
Strength.
Yeah. You have skill, stamina, luck. Your crew has crew strike and crew strength. Now, what it does say is individual combat's the same. Large scale combat is the same as well. So you roll 2 dice, but you add your crew strike score, and then
Right.
the opposing crew does the same. If your opponent's attack strength is higher, they inflict damage on your crew, deduct 2 points from your crew strength, or vice versa. So it's exactly the same. It does say you sometimes have the option to escape a large-scale battle, but if you do escape, you lose 2 crew strength.
Right.
That's all the same. Luck, using your luck is the same. Test your luck, roll 2 dice. If it's equal to or less than, blah, blah, blah. So that's all usual. There's another little bit called the log. So it says your log records how long you've been travelling. Using a sheet of paper, you should keep a record of your log as instructed in various passages in the book. You only have a limited amount of time in which to complete your journey. The log will allow you to see how you're progressing. And then it says a bit further on, if you lose stamina, there's only one way to recover these, other than the occasional instruction in the book. That is by resting. For every day that you add to your log, you'll be able to recover 1 stamina. Note, however, your stamina can't exceed its initial value. Of course, the more time you spend resting, the slower you will travel towards your destination, so beware. So there's obviously some sort of win condition based around the time. You start with 20 gold pieces in your booty. There doesn't appear to be any instructions around swords and stuff, but I'm assuming you're just all kitted out like pirates. The log, weirdly, is the thing that causes the most fails in this one. Easy to run out of time. And then it said you'll need to make reference to the map. So I sent you a photo of that map, didn't I?
You did.
If you need it, yeah. And there we go. We're all set. That's your character rolled up. Captain Andy Sparrow today.
Load up the map.
Quick sip of wine, and I'll get the intro done. So, the city of Tak, at the northern end of the inland sea, is the greatest den of thieves, criminals, and cutthroats the civilized world has ever seen. Every form of vice and illicit activity is not only permitted, but even encouraged in this city of scum. This is your hometown. This is where your adventure begins. Of the numerous pirates drawn to Tak, you and Abdul the Butcher are recognised by all as being the kings in daring and greed. However, neither of you are particularly wealthy, as your love of gambling consumes all the riches that you bring back from your journeys against the enemy cities of Lagash, Marad, and Kish. The infamy that the two of you have bred is also the source of a great rivalry. You each try to outdo each other in the increasingly dangerous but breathtakingly successful raids. Your goal, the title of King of Pirates, the Sacker of Cities, which is never bequeathed, only earned. One evening, while dicing against each other in one of Tak's gambling pits, somebody suggests that the two of you should have a contest to determine once and for all who is the greatest pirate. The idea appeals instantly to your audacious spirits. Yes, says Abdul, let us have a race of speed and treasure. You agree upon the terms of the contest. Each will take only one ship, and sailing from Tak on an appointed day, will head for the distant isle of Nippur, which lies deep in the Great Southern Sea. The journey must be completed within 50 days, And at the end, whoever has the greatest amount of gold wins the bet. Right, well, there's you. So you've got the capacity to rest 49 times before losing. With shaking of hands all round and much toasting, the deal is sealed. Your journey is about to begin.
Ahar.
There we go. There it is. I knew the pirate voice would make a return. On the day appointed for the beginning of the race, you take the Banshee out of the towering granite bay of Tak and into the inland sea. Abdul the Butcher's Havildar cuts quietly through the water beside you. Far to the east is the hostile but rich port of Lagash. To the west is the Cytheria Desert, across which the caravan routes to the cities of Kish, Kala, and Assur run. To the south is the mountainous Isle of Inraki. So basically, you've got a choice. You can go and commit a daring but dangerous raid against Lagash, travel to the Cytheria Desert and try and plunder the caravans, or patrol the inland sea via the Isle of Inraki.
Okay, and so the race is to get to the southern sea.
The race is to get the most treasure, the person with the most treasure, whoever has the greatest amount of gold, by the end of the 50 days, you're to meet up in Nippur, and cash up and see who's got the most.
It's Nippur on this map.
Right
at the bottom.
Right at the bottom. Yeah. And your
Lagash is
Lagash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead and a sea of fire don't sound particularly rife with gold.
No, it's the Cytheria Desert and the Isle of Inraki.
Isle of Inraki. Let's go to the Cytheria Desert, please.
Cytheria Desert, turn to 20. Okay. Oh. Roll 3 dice. If the result is less than your crew strength, add 5 days to your log. If the result is equal to or greater than your crew strength, add 6 days to your log.
Right, 3 dice. 1, 2, 3. So I want it to be under 16. Yeah, I've got 2, a 2, and a 1. So 5. Well under that.
Well under.
5 days onto my log.
5 days onto your log, yeah. Right, so only 45 days left to go. Eventually you arrive off the coast of the Cytheria Desert, where you drop anchor, disembark with most of the crew and march inland across the burning sands. You come to a busy little village surrounding an oasis, obviously a staging post for travel through the desert. Will you attack the village or retreat into the nearby dunes to lie in ambush for a caravan that might happen by?
Oh, I was about to attack him, but that does also sound like a good way to make money, is to be more sneaky.
Them caravans, traders, they'll have cash and or goods.
They will. But I ain't got time for that. Let's just attack everyone.
1, 4, 3. We're going for an aggro win today, folks. I don't know what's hit him. Right. You and your crew sweep into the tiny village like a squall, taking the defenseless occupants by surprise and capturing most within minutes. However, a few must have escaped and fled to a nearby military post, for a small detachment of mercenary cavalry appear within half an hour and proceed to counterattack. Right, so this is a crew. This is a large-scale battle, so it's striking strength. Yeah, the mercenaries are 9-8.
Okie doke, 9-8. Let's do it then. I'm 12-16, so I'm a badass.
Right.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm not actually quite average, but my boys are good. 12
shit.
plus 7 is... Ooh. Okay, I might retract what I just said. That's 19. So is that two hits on their strength?
Yeah, -2 on your crew strength, yeah. I've just rolled 18.
12.
Sparrow the aggressor.
Nah, 17.
Oh, Jesus. Mate, I even rolled the gold ones then for you. Oh, there you go. 11.
That's more like it. 8. 20.
Right. Oh, no, not 11. 12, sorry, but takes me down to 6. How about someone in chat has a roll? Exclamation D12, please, gents.
19. Beat 19.
So we got 9 in the bag already. And we get another 6, taking us to 15. Takes these guys down to 4.
What's that take you down to?
I've got 4 life left.
Easy. Come on, boys.
5, 6, 7, 16.
7 again. 19.
Okay, takes me down to 2.
Check.
All right, chat, give us this could be our last roll. So exclamation D12 on behalf of the mercenaries, please.
20. 20 to beat.
Oof. Uh, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's a bit out of sync. 9, 18. What were you? 20.
Yeah.
Right, that's some dead
Who
mercenaries.
you mercenary cavaliers?
Turn to 98. Your trusty pirates overwhelm the would-be rescuers. From the survivors, you manage to find one fellow who will fetch a reasonable price in the slave markets. Add him to your booty.
Woohoo! They say how much?
It doesn't say how much. No, it just says add one fellow. You settle your men into the village.
Hello.
Donnie would like to know if you have a pirate hat or a peg leg around.
Unfortunately not, no.
You settle your men into the village to await the arrival and subsequent ambush of any unsuspecting caravans. Test your luck.
Okay, well, that's quite good. But I need to minus 1 off, don't I? So I'm luck 11. 8. So I'm lucky, but then I have to make it 10, don't I?
Yeah, that's right.
That's
we
the
got called out.
Doing wrong.
Yeah, we got called out on that.
Cheating.
So did you? You are lucky. Did you pass your luck test?
Yeah.
Yeah. 194. I went and saw a pirate reenactment last bank holiday. After just one day, a caravan of enormous ochre-coloured octopedal beasts shamble over a ridge and into sight. The heavy pack animals are guarded by a dozen lizard men who, high in their wooden saddles, survey the surroundings with some suspicion. Keeping your men out of sight, you allow the convoy to approach within striking range, then launch an attack. As your crew surge out, uttering their war cry, the lizard men calmly draw long composite bows and let fly. The 3-foot arrows cut a swathe through your force. Deduct 2 points from your crew strength.
Oops. Okie doke. And was that a day off of me log as well?
Well, we weren't in. It does say just after one day, but it has not. Yeah, add 1 day to your log.
Okay,
Sorry.
cool.
It's down at the bottom here, although why it wouldn't put it up there. Right, now we're into hand-to-hand combat. You've managed to run past the bows. The caravan is 8-6.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm 12, but I'm on 10 now, so I have taken a fair smack.
What about a parrot? Have you got one of those? Oh, shit. Sorry.
18.
20.
Oh, 8.
Just rolled,
and 8.
just rolled a double 6. Right. Here we go. Oh, 6 plus the 8. 14.
5 plus 4 is 9 plus 12 is 21.
Yeah, you got that one. Donnie thinks you're more of a monkey guy than a parrot guy.
I can see that. I'm more Barbosa.
Yeah.
8.
4, 5, 6, 7.
20.
Yeah, you got that one. Right, these dudes are down to 2, so I'll ask chat to take this next roll. Exclamation D12, please.
6, 18.
And I'll sort out this logo that seems to be in the wrong place. I need to top my wine up as well. Donny and Spelsing are clearly both waiting each other out. After you, sir. No, after you, sir. All right, yeah, I'm going to roll it. 4-12. Oh, Spelsing just went. We'll take Spelsing's score than mine, but that's still not enough, I don't think. 16. All right. You have
So it's
defeated
cool.
the caravan.
Lizard Man dead.
Lizard Man dead. Right. If your crew defeats the guards, add 1 day to your log and turn to 329. So you've added the 1 day, haven't you? Already, and I'm on my way to 329.
Yeah.
With the guards overcome,
But does
you
resting heal me, my crew, or both?
Good question. Let me just reconsult the resting paragraph. Just you. It restores stamina.
Oh shit.
It doesn't really give me any indication as to how to improve your crew's situation.
That's a shame. This is my first port. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 before I get to it when I've already lost half my men.
Yeah, there doesn't. Unless I've missed it, there does not appear to be any information about restoring your crew. Hang on, let me just read here. That's its result to the. Certain actions will allow you to recover lost crew strength points, but you may never exceed the initial score.
Right. Okay.
If your
Maybe we
crew
can
strength
hire
ever
this
reaches
system.
0, then you and your crew have been wiped out. So, this is going to be like the fucking fuel on whatchamacallit again, isn't it? Where you're waiting for the book to instruct it. With the guards overcome, you and your crew loot the caravan, stripping boxes, sacks, and skins of wine from the great pack beasts. The amount of booty, however, is not large. You find 63 gold pieces in a small chest, and one of the surviving lizard men is in fit enough condition to be traded as a slave. So 63 gold and a lizard man.
Okay, not too bad.
You gather up your drunken crew and return to the Banshee. Turn to 35. Right, not a bad little campaign. Not bad. I got nothing to compare it to though. Is a couple of pirate slaves and a and 60 odd gold. Good. Okay then.
For a start.
Did I just say 35? I did, didn't I? 329. Yeah, 35. Returning to the Banshee, you weigh anchor and set off out to sea. If your crew has taken casualties, you could head for the neutral city of Azur to recruit some more men. Okay, there you go. Alternatively, you can go to the neighbouring city of Kala to try your luck in the gambling pits, or you can sail east and raid the Isle of Inraki. So go to Azur to get some more men, which I'm assuming is going to be where your crew strength comes back up. Go to Kala and try and gamble your money up, or go to Inraki and raid the island.
I think I'm going to go to Inraki. It's on the way to Azur.
Okie dokie, turn to 76.
Still got 8 men left. And they're hardy beasts.
Oh, Spelting says good choice. Inraki is good for the money. The Banshee sails out into the inland sea. Roll 3 dice. If the result is less than your crew strength, add 4 days to your log. If it's equal to or greater than your crew strength, add 5 days to your log. Yeah, so you guys are a bit knackered now, though, aren't they?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so was that 5 days?
5 days if it's over, yeah.
39 days.
Presently, you arrive off the northernmost tip of the mountainous Isle of Inraki, home of the warrior priests of Asir Sel Dablo. These fearsome holy men, armed by the gods of war and protected by the gods of stone, reside in a fortress raised on the lower slopes of the island's precipitous central snow-capped mountain. They are very rich.
Nice.
You have 3 options to deprive them of their wealth. You can go for a direct assault on the fortress, gaining entry via a deception of some kind. Direct assault. You could try and gain entry by a deception of some kind and then steal what you can. Or you can go over the mountains behind the castle and try and get in from the back. Oh, you got a bit jumpy there.
Well, with the lack of men, let's try the. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go for James Bond, the deception.
Right, you're gonna go in around the back or try and deceive your way in.
Deceive.
Okay, 315.
Gonna bond it.
Ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
I am a kick in the door kind of man, but I took a bit of a licking in the last one, so I was trying to be a little bit more sneaky.
Oh, Spellseeing said mountains, and Donny said you should kick the door in. Let's see.
Well, always one for the popular opinion.
Well, that's all 3 of you have gone 1 apiece on the options there. So you drop anchor in a sheltered cove off the island, disembark and travel to the temple fortress of the warrior priests with only a few crew as companions. When you near your destination, but before you are in sight, you instruct your companions to wait in cover for your return and then proceed to the main gate alone. That's ballsy. Posing as an emissary from the city of Lagash, you gain entrance and then audience with the abbot. Oh, great abbot of illustrious Asith del Dablo. I can't say that. Asir Sel Dablo. Keeper of truth and wisdom in the northern lands, I bring you greetings and news from an esteemed friend, you say. You are too kind. Sit, have tea, then speak of the news, he replies. You do as he says. After a suitably polite time has passed, you say, I have heard that there is to be an assault on your city by the Wazi of Lagash, who are masters are pressing it. Try again. Red wine. Whose masters are pressing him for an increased revenue. I have powerful friends, O master, and for a suitable fee, could cause the attack to be misdirected. You bow. The abbot sighs, then whispers to his attendant monk, an opportunist. He presses a carbuncle on his chair. The floor around you falls away and drops you into a deep open pit. Lose 2 stamina.
Motherfucker.
Spellseek's found us on Discord. I think if you keep an eye out, our Discord link comes round for our group. Foolhardy pirate, laughs the abbot, looking down from the edge of the pit. You must meet your destiny through one of these. He points at 4 doors, 1 in each of the 4 walls of the pit. Each door has a different symbol carved into it. Which will you open? There's a starburst carved in one. There's an upside down triangle on another. There's one with a wheel and one with a horizontal crescent.
Oh, always go for the upside down triangle.
327. Oh. Right, here we go. The door crashes out at you when you turn the handle, as thousands of gallons of water pour through the opening and into the pit, rapidly filling it.
I'm a pirate. I'm happy with that.
As you struggle to keep on the surface of the churning waters, you notice a couple of dark serpentine shapes slide through the doorway. They are ferocious elverines, blind and grossly distorted man-eating freshwater serpents. Smelling you, no doubt, they rush to attack. You fight them one at a time. Bond shoots straight for the butt. Right, we've got one Elverine that's 8-6, and we've got one Elverine that's 7-4.
Right, let's get the 7-4 one out of the way first, if that's an option.
Yeah, I mean, you fight them individually, yeah, it's just the same as normal. Okay, then here we go. 14 for me.
14 for me.
Ooh. This is you, not your crew now, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not great for me. 12. 13, sorry.
7 plus 8 is 15.
Yeah, you got that.
Did you get 13?
13, yeah. Pew! Well, that's a strong roll. 16 for me.
15.
Let's see. Let's let chat have a roll. Exclamation D12, please, chat. Oh, Donny.
17.
12 plus 7, 19.
17.
Blame Donny for that. He's just done double sixes.
Donny, stop that.
Last month when I was playing, I couldn't roll a double six for shit.
No.
We've had 2 already today. 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 7 is 15 for me. Oh, I lost you.
That's that one dead, right?
I think so. I believe
killed it, right?
You broke up. I didn't hear what your score was, but
I was 18.
18. Okay, cool. All right, the next one's 8-6. 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll say
Let's go.
15.
Yeah, 15 as well.
Okay. 6,
18.
7 plus the 8, 15. Yeah, that's one off this one. This larger overing. Oof.
8,
7.
16.
15. Ooh, down to 2. Go on, chat. Take a roll. Exclamation D12, please.
Not another one of them, please, Donny.
Oh no, that's
14.
Spelsing as he likes to roll in a way that keeps the stream going. There we go. Right, you filled both the overings.
No, I think that's. No, I got 14. That's 14 as well, isn't it?
No, 12. It's 8 stat plus 4. 12.
I got 14. Cool.
Yeah, and we got 12.
Yeah. All right, sounds.
Yeah. 10 to 65. 65. The overins slashed bodies sink to the bottom of the pool. The water, now still, is only a foot below the floor of the abbot's chamber. Bloodied, you clamber out of the pit. Turn to 225. Oof, well fought, Andy, my boy. Says Spelsing there.
Thank you very much.
225. I think we're about to give the abbot a slap. We are indeed. You face the surprised abbot and his equally surprised attendant monk. Whipping your scimitar from its scabbard, you rush the pair, cutting the monk down before he can defend himself, and then crossing swords with the master. Yeah, the abbot's pretty hardcore, though. He's 10-8.
Oh, no. Okay, right.
Here we go. First roll. Oof, well, I've only rolled 13.
Big numbers, please.
First roll there.
I've got 8 plus 8. What's that? 16.
16. Yeah, that's a clear win. That's a bit better. Abbott is on 5, 6, 7, 18.
12.
Well, okay then. Oh, snake eyes. 12 for
7.
us.
15.
There you go. There you go. The gold dice, they never let us down.
Yeah. God bless the gold dice.
Oh, hang on. I pressed 2 buttons then by accident.
9.
18.
17.
Oof. Let's let chat have a go. Exclamation D12, please, chat.
Hey, 20.
15 for us.
Boom.
Right, he's down to his last 2.
Come on. Good rollers.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button again. Sorry.
18.
4, 5, 6. Oh, 17! There you go.
Boom.
You defeated the abbot.
See what these boys.
Turn to 390.
If you need dice that roll well for you, can't get much better than the Ministry of Dice. Only available at Ministry of Dice events. If we get any more.
I'm about to say I haven't got any in stock at the minute. You search the abbot's chamber and discover a chest with 110 gold pieces.
That's good.
The abbot's sword is also a worthy prize, being forged from the finest Murad steel. It will add 2 to your skill whenever you engage in hand-to-hand combat. Searching the room further, you find a trapdoor under the abbot's chair, which opens onto a spiral staircase. Descending this, you arrive at a rough-hewn corridor, which takes you to a point outside the castle walls. You recover your waiting crew, return to the Banshee, weigh anchor, and head down the coast. Turn to 1, 2, 3. Woo!
Nice, 110 gold. So I'm on 193 gold.
Yep.
I've not lost any days.
Two prisoners, and a fancy sword. Not bad for.
Did it say that the sword's worth anything, or is it just I'm going to keep it?
The abbot's sword is a worthy prize. It says you will add 2 to your skill whenever you engage in hand-to-hand combat, which implies, hey, Javi, which implies the expectation is that you keep that for yourself.
Yeah, that's mine.
I can't stay long, but wanted to pop in and say hello. Hello! The Banshee is sailing just off the southernmost tip of Enraki. Apart from this island, the horizon is clear, with neither ships nor clouds visible. The main trade routes between Kish and the eastern rim lie to the south, between Enraki and the shoals of Trista. You could patrol this stretch in search of rich merchants, or, if your crew have suffered casualties, you could go to Assur and recruit some more men. Or, if you're feeling lucky, you could try your fortune in the gambling pits, or go coastal raiding down the eastern rim. So there's four options there.
I am going to go and get some more men in Azure.
Okay, 171. Oh, I got a good trade in the DM molecule man for Felix. Nice. 171. I'm not far off a full set on the old Secret Wars, but I've ended up at the same point as I usually am, where all I'm looking for is the really hard to find, super rares and chases. Right, 171. You head for the neutral city of Azure, the Banshee ploughing steadily through the still waters of the inland sea. Roll 3 dice. Hey, Javi's re-upped his sub as well. Thank you, my man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the same.
If it's equal to or greater than, add 6.
Gold. Or remove 6. Which would mean
right.
33 days.
I now need to know if your log is an odd number or an even number, please.
Oh, it's an odd number.
Odd number. 376. 376. Okay. The journey to Azure is uneventful. The horizon remains clear of ships and foul weather until you arrive at the city. There you go.
Nice.
Odd number was the better number.
Pew.
You disembark and head straight for the central market area to look for some sailors to recruit. Test your luck.
Okay, 10 now. 8, so that's fine. Oh, my luck goes down to 9, but I am lucky.
283. A day of ferocious bargaining in the markets leaves you with the conviction that most willing and able-bodied men are unattracted by the razzle-dazzle of piratical ways of life. However, by a stroke of good fortune, you come across a slave dealer who is drastically overstocked with captured pirates and who is willing to part with them for a song. For every 10 gold pieces spent, you will be able to recover 1 point of crew strength.
Bloody hell, that's expensive. I'm on 8 at the moment.
Yeah, you can't go. You can't go over. What was your original number? Because you can't exceed
16.
All right. Well, you're not going to spend that.
I'm not going to spunk 80, but I will spend 40 to get back up to 12.
Okie doke. He also lets slip a casual remark about a wealthy shrine built some miles up the main river, which flows to the side of Azor.
Oh.
Having restocked your crew, you can go upriver to check out the place, or you could leave Azor and patrol the southeast, or head south and go down the western coastline.
I'm going to go and check that out.
I'm going to check that out. 335.
Although it might be a trap.
Yeah, although Spellsing says it's good for a look-see.
Okay, going for a look-see.
Spellsing knows what he's talking about, so, you know.
Feel confident.
Heading inland, you seek out the rumoured shrine. Add 3 days to your log.
Okay, so that's 30 days left.
Eventually, you find it, nestled in a cosy dell and surrounded by vegetation. Its stonework is monolithic, rising 40 or 50 feet into the air and lavishly decorated with human skeletons in tortured poses.
Okay.
Your crew refuses to approach any closer than the bow shot range. Man, that pesky log is a killer. Laughing at their superstitious cowardice, you proceed towards the structure alone and climb the high stairs on the entrance with forced nonchalance. Inside, the atmosphere is dark and oppressive, but at least devoid of life. Before you is a wide, straight corridor and a very steep and narrow set of stairs heading down into the bowels of the shrine. Right, we're about to start the dungeon crawler. Oh, Donny's off. He's finished his lunch hour. Thanks for swinging by, Donny. A pleasure as always, my man. Take it easy. Don't work too hard this Arvo, yeah? Yeah, so take the corridor or the... Pardon me, or the stairs.
Corridor.
Corridor 63. Ooh, I'll tell you what, before we go down the corridor on 63, can I take a bathroom break, please?
Yeah, no problem. I will refresh my drink.
All right, guys, we're going to take a brief break. So I'm going to just fire off a 1 minute ad while I go for a quick tinkle. And put the back soon screen on, wherever that is. There it is. Run! Oh, yeah, I tell you, it's hot, hot, hot. Is it warm down your end, Spelsing in Wiltshire? What's it like over in Ireland, Javi, if you're still with us? Right, what were we on? 63. Super warm here, fellas. Yeah, okay, Spell Sheet, no worries. We'll crack on. I think Andy's actually gone to the corner shop to get his drink. Give me something good. There he is.
Yellow.
Hello.
Man City won the Champions League final. Done Manchester.
Man City did. Oh, they must be very proud. I'm on the. Hang on, let me switch the screen back. There you go. Sorry, guys. They must be very pleased. That might be why it's so quiet out and about. Right. 63 then.
Corridor
leads you into a small antechamber occupied by a weird-looking cleric. There is the weird-looking cleric. Show the audience. And then I'll show Andy over here.
Oh, looks like a bird.
The creature has a roughly humanoid body, but the head and legs of a twisted bird. It hisses when it sees you, rattles a few of its sacred talismans, and then attacks you with a swing of its ebony staff. You fight it. Whenever the creature hits you during battle, roll 1 die. If the result is 1 or 2, deduct damage from your stamina as normal. If the result is 3 or 4, deduct a point from your skill. If the result is 5 or 6, deduct a point from your luck.
Yeah.
And this is an orc mute with skill 8 and stamina 8.
Okay. Not too bad, not too bad.
Right. Here we go.
Good first roll, 18. No, 20. I've got 2 more. 20. I've got the Sword of Omen.
Oh, yes, you have. Yeah, right. That takes that down to 6.
That sword might be my saving grace in this way.
15.
15.
Ooh, okay.
17.
That's a strong roll for me. 19.
Oh, no. So I've got to roll 1 dice.
Hey, Jordo. Jordo's just jumped in. 0 deaths. What kind of mod extra stream is this? This is one of those mod extra streams where
2.
you rolled a 2. That's stamina, yeah, as normal. With Mr. Magic Fingers with his dice rolls over there. Ooh.
17.
4, 5, 6, 7. 15.
Have it.
15
19.
again for me. That takes him down to 2. And then last roll.
Smash him in the face, boys.
12.
And a 20.
There we go. Made short work of that guy.
That's that magic sword from the warrior that did that. I'd been in
Turn
all
to
sorts
1,
of
2,
shit
5.
for that.
Yeah, you should have a magic sword every time, really, shouldn't we? Having defeated the orc mute, you may take its staff. From now on, whenever you fight an opponent and score a hit, roll 1 die. If the result is 1 or 2, then deduct 1 point from opponent's skill. If the result is 3, 4, 5, or 6, then deduct damage from opponent's stamina. The antechamber has 2 exits. One is a simple corridor, and the other is what appears to be a chimney with hand grips cut into it. Will you take the corridor or climb the chimney?
Climb the chimney.
Climb the chimney. Chimney, chimney. 199. The climb takes you out of the shrine and onto the roof. You wave at your crew, skulking in the foliage some distance away, and then look to see which way to go next. The only way forward is to climb down another chimney, of which there are several. Picking one at random, you descend into a small closet-like room. There are 2 doors leading from it, left or right.
Always go left.
Always go left, 264. The door leads into a small room whose high walls disappear into a glowing, vaporous mass above you. The pearly radiance which this casts fills you with warmth and a feeling of well-being. You recover 4 points of stamina and 2 points
Nice.
of luck.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Found like a cheeky little healing room thing. It's like a Bacta tank.
2 points of luck as well.
There is no other exit, so you return to the chimney and take the other door. 289. Always take left.
More of those rooms in this game, please.
Always take left.
Ever found that before? Ever? It's always been, and the snake bites you in the eyeball.
While you're not, yeah. Can I do anything about it? No. Roll the dice. If you roll a 1, you live. The door opens into a large, heavily buttressed hall, of which the centerpiece is a small, hideous statue raised on a low obsidian pillar. Standing on either side of this idol are 2 acolytes garbed in traditional crocodile skins of the servants of the Lord of the crocodile skins of the servants of the Lord of Decay. They take a menacing pace forward and draw long dirks from their thigh scabbards. "Blasphemer," says one, "we shall hasten your journey to the land of perpetual sleep." They attack. You will fight them one at a time. And we've got an 8-6 and a 7-6. But with your magic staff and sword now.
Yeah.
I don't imagine
Was the
this will
staff
take long.
was 1 to 2 stamina and 3 to 6 skill?
No, other way around. 1 to 2 takes off the skill. 2 through 6 does normal damage.
So it's 1 for skill and 2 to 6 normal damage.
No, 1 and 2 skill, 3 to 6.
3 to 6. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Right, here we go.
I like dual wielding these magic.
Oh, which one are you fighting first? Sorry.
There's 7-6.
7-6. Okay, I've got 13.
That's a bit of luck. So I've got 14.
Ooh.
Roll a dice. Right. It's 4. It's normal.
Normal, yeah. What's that? 9. 16 for me.
And that is 15 for me.
Ooh. That's all right. You've just had a Bacta tank visit.
I know, right?
16 again for me.
17.
Oof. Roll your dice.
Nice. That's a 2. So
my attack goes down to 6. Ooh. Oh, that's a bad roll. 9.
18.
Just 9 for me.
9. Wow.
Yeah. Well, you just chipped one off the skill, haven't you? Roll your dice.
2.
Oh. Yeah, you're not killing me though, are you? You're just making me weaker.
Yeah. Playing with you like a proper sword duelist.
Oh, I've just rolled 3 again. 5, 6, 7, 8
9.
now.
9 plus 10, 19. Roll a dice. Come on, don't be 2. 4, there you go.
All right, down to 2 life. Is there anyone still around in chat to make a roll for me? Spellsing said he had to nip off for a minute. Donny's gone back to work. Jordo might still be around. I think Javi's gone as well.
Exclamation D12, please.
Yeah, see if Jordo's paying attention. He's probably got us on in the background while he does all the stuff. Ah, there he is. He's rolled a 4, making me 9.
I kill you. No, I don't.
I say making me. Making the second acolyte 9. Yeah. Half paying attention. heard your name said. Right, on to the next one. 8-6 this time.
Let's do it.
4, 12.
19.
Oof, very good.
5, so he takes 2 damage.
2 damage. Okay. We've got 17.
16.
Oof.
Oh, that's my magic healing gum.
Oof.
Oh, that's better.
16.
20.
17 again for me. Oh, all right, fair play.
And take one off your skill.
Okay. 5, 12.
18. And take damage.
Down to my last 2.
13.
9 plus 7, 16.
I have to take some rest days in a minute. That's
17.
19.
Oh, well done. Roll your dice.
You're dead.
I'm dead. All right, there you go. If you defeat them, turn to 3, 8, 8.
Taking a beating though.
Yeah, those 2 acolytes gave you some. More than the combat abbot dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's a bit of artwork on this one. Again, for I've forgotten the guy's name, but he's asked if we can show more of the artwork as we go along. So there you go. YouTube viewery person. I'll post this video in about 6 months' time. You'll get to enjoy that. Having defeated the acolytes, you approach the statue, an ugly depiction of one of the Lords of Decay. Oh, right, I see. So that's the ugly statue. Stylized carrion hang from its toothed beak, and several of its numerous insectoid limbs are shown rending various creatures to death. Its beady eyes seem to penetrate straight through you. Looking closer, you see that the idol has a huge ruby, cut in the shape of a forked tongue inside its gaping maw. So you can go and try and grab the jewel, or you can try and lift the statue from its pedestal and carry it outside.
Including the ruby?
Including the ruby, yeah.
Yeah, let me take the whole thing.
Whole thing, 228.
We're going to get chased by a boulder.
The statue is easily raised from its pedestal and, while being heavy, presents no real difficulties as you carry it outside, down the stairs and into the arms of your waiting crew. Returning to Aser, you sell the idol for 105 gold pieces.
Nice.
Leaving the ruby for the lucky new owner to recover. On the Banshee again, you can go raiding south down the western seaboard, or go southeast into the inland sea, searching for merchants to pirate.
Head down south via the eastern seaboard. I need to keep on moving.
Yeah, I was about to say, how far south are you right now? Where have you just gone?
Not far at all.
And how many days you got left?
Got 30 days left at the moment.
Yeah, I'd probably start making my way down a bit, mate.
Yeah.
So we're going to sail, go raiding south down the western seaboard. 45. The Banshee sails down the coast. Roll 3 dice.
I know what this is. Well, that's 12 this time. It's a bit better. I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
So
less than. Add 5 to your log.
And 25 days, halfway done. Half.
You can rest. You get rest though over those 5 days, don't you? So you can add 1 point. Yeah, you can add 1 point for each day, can't you? To your individual stamina.
Oh, I didn't realise that.
Every day that you add to your log, you'll be able to recover 1 point of stamina. I did tell you.
I thought I had to take specific rest days, that's all.
No. But you've been in crew fights, haven't you? So you've not had...
Yeah.
Not had need to. You arrive just offshore from Mount Martu Amuru, a giant forest-covered peak that towers over the small fishing town of Kirkuk. Will you take your cutthroats ashore and frighten the townspeople into handing over gold? Continue sailing down the coast towards the hostile city of Kish, or sail out into the inland sea to raid the shipping lanes around the shoals of Trista?
We've got there. Let's go and attack the village.
All right, 102 then. Okay. Sailing straight into Kirkut's harbour, you disembark with most of your crew and order the gathering townsfolk to bring you their headman. When he duly arrives, you demand the townsfolk pay you 200 gold pieces, otherwise you will raze the place to the ground and carry its occupants off as slaves. This is a heavy tax, your lordship, says the frightened elder. But come with me to the town coffers and I will give you everything we can. You and your men march with the town elder through the streets, arriving in a few minutes at a rather unimposing public building. As soon as he opens the door, a large number of soldiers, dressed in the short blue robes and steel armour of the Kishian army, charge out and attack your crew.
Aye.
Hoodwinked you. More soldiers appear from around neighbouring buildings. An enormous melee starts. The Kishian soldiers are strike 8 and strength 8.
Ah, pussies. We got this. 12-12. Let's go.
9, 17.
6, 12, 18.
Oof. Okay. 17 again.
7, 19.
4. Ooh, not so good for me. 14.
17. Okay, cool. I'll take that.
Making short work of these guys.
I was going to say my shit roll coincided with your shit roll.
7,
Oh,
15,
no, it didn't.
14. Oof.
Oh, yeah,
Nah.
even more so. Flipping egg, that was lucky. I
was
rolled
enough.
a 3.
Aren't you glad you stopped and got some more pirates?
Yeah.
1,
100%.
2, 1. Okay, the Kishian soldiers, badly beaten, turn tail and run, disappearing down the surrounding maze of streets. Further down the street in which you were fighting, you can see a large number of Kishian winged hussars mustering into deeply packed ranks. Time to make an exit.
Yeah.
Will you lead your crew at breakneck pace back to the Banshee, or dodge through the streets of the town with the aim of escaping into the forests of Mount Martu and Muru? So try and peg it to the ship before they get to you, or turn and run into the forest.
Do you know what? There's plenty more things to do. I'm going to get back to the boat.
Get back to the boat. 3, 3, 1.
Fuck this place.
Yeah, you didn't make any money out of this one.
We'll be back. Don't burn their ground.
Retreating in good but rapid order, you reach the beach before the hussars. However, you don't have time to board the Banshee before the cavalry comes sweeping out of the town and towards the waterline. You will have to fight. 11-6.
Oh, okay. Still better.
All right, here we go.
Okay,
19.
maybe not better. 15. I was going to say, this strength number is really important
Yeah.
for so much stuff. More so much than stamina.
14.
Whoa.
Not so hot for me.
8 plus 12 is 20.
That's strong. That's strong. 4.
Oh, nice. 6, 7, 8, 9.
17.
23.
Oof, bloody hell. 20.
18.
Oof.
Come on. Big rolls, yes.
21.
22.
Oof. There you go. You've beaten the cavalry people. 3, 4, 6. So if they had a bit more strength, they could have given you more of a run for the money, but it's taking you just a few cheeky hits to get rid of them, innit? And that's I've noticed that the stamina or the group strength is low. The hussars are routed, fleeing with the rest of the army from the town and down the coast towards Kish. Unfortunately, they had the same idea as you and have stripped the town of all its wealth. So instead of gold, you settle for slaves. Roll 2 dice.
7.
Well, that's how many slaves you've just nabbed from the town.
Oh, wow, nice.
Ooh.
9 slaves now.
You can sail down the coast towards Kish or into the inland sea towards the shoals of Trista. So he's very determined to send you to Kish or Trista.
Yeah, it's keeping me going down south. Trista, I don't like Kish.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure it said Kish was really inhospitable and very...
Yeah, and they've got an army and they don't like it. So, yeah, let's ignore them and go to Trista.
66. Pardon me. The Banshee ploughs on towards the shoals of Trista. Roll 3 dice.
13, and I'm only 8, so I'm equal or over my strength.
Right, 5 days then this time.
Okay. 20 days left, but I get 5 more points of stamina.
As you near the treacherous reefs off the island of Trista, a vicious squall starts up from the north and looks as if it might turn into a major storm.
Yeah.
Will you run with the storm by heading south or tack north into the wind to sit out the foul weather?
Head south.
Head south, 103.
Always head south.
That's a new one. I don't think we've said that one before.
No.
The wind picks up, howling menacingly through the Banshee's rigging and driving the rain that starts to fall like needles on your crew. The ship crashes its way through the heavy seas. Test your luck.
I thought you were just going to say the ship crashes. End of.
End of.
Right, my luck is back to 11 because of that lovely little room in the temple. And I roll a 4, 7, making me lucky, but making it go down to 10. Do that.
Right, 10 to 13.
YouTube watch.
No, I'm quite convinced we'll get to the end because what we don't know is we've got no picture of what the potential lump sum that Abdul will have is.
Yeah.
We've got no, so there's no measuring stick by which we can judge whether we are succeeding or failing right now. Do you know what I mean?
But I want to make sure I get there and at least have a go.
Yeah, not run out of days on your log.
Yeah.
After harrowing you for a day, the season winds abate. The skies begin to clear. Before you, on the horizon, is the island of Trista, so the storm has carried you over and past the treacherous shoals. By some stroke of good fortune, the Banshee escaped destruction. Will you land on the island, sail southeast towards the Channel of Goth, or sail southwest towards Kish or the Rock?
Well, we're here, so let's land on the island.
Let's go check out Trista, 152. It's filled with Amazonian warriors. Add a day to your log.
Oh, pleasure.
You
Pleasure
heave
warriors.
to a sheltered cove on the north coast. Disembarking with your crew, you proceed inland, crossing wide, carefully tended fields. In one of these, you come upon a large herd of cattle quietly grazing on thick clover. Your crew suggests that, as the Banshee is running low on provisions, they should slaughter some of the cattle for later use. Seems like a good idea.
Yeah. Does.
As the fields are devoid of human life, will you give your crew the go-ahead to steal the cattle? Or refuse and continue exploring the island?
Right, there's two thoughts here. First thought is it's probably a good idea. Second thought is I've got no log here of having to feed them. I haven't got a separate food for my sailors like log. But yeah, go on then. Let's kill some cows.
Yeah. You know what would happen if you didn't? It would be like, your crew, mutiny.
Mutiny, lose 2.
Game over. Yeah. 41. Your men lay into the cattle with ropes and knives. Only minutes after they start, a large force of heavily armed cavalrymen appear over a nearby rise, approaching your position. Drawing to a halt, the cavalry dispatch a herald toward you, who says, "Hear, O foolish pirates! that you have offended His Majesty, the King of the Four Winds. You are instructed to leave this island immediately or suffer dire consequences. Turn to 176. With the cavalry following at a reasonable distance, you return to the Banshee and put out to sea. Oh, you didn't even get a choice in that one.
Oh, Christ.
As soon as you clear the cove, however, a strange and frightening wind starts up from the south. This supernatural squall, obviously a sign of the King of the Four Winds' displeasure, blows progressively stronger and stronger, whipping up a wild water all around the ship. Unable to navigate in this maelstrom, you are swept along wherever the wind cares to take you. After a week, the storm abates, and you find yourself back at the northern end of the inland sea, just offshore from your starting point of attack.
Oh, fuck
As it is impossible for you to win the wager, your adventure is over.
Oh, what
Right.
the fudge?
So, let's not eat the cattle.
Pixie Paxi! Let's not
right.
kill any cows.
What was before 41? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, I've forgotten what number was before the last one. Oh,
I
well,
hate
hang on.
those ones.
I need to add to the death
I
Today's
hate
death
those
count
ones.
is 1. Takesy backsy. Well, maybe a takesy backsy if I can find whether I can find where we were. Oh shit! Add 1 day to your log, didn't it? Right, here we go. Found it. Will you give your crew the go ahead to steal the cattle, or will you continue exploring the island?
No, guys, we're good pirates here. We're all vegans. Let's just keep on having a look around, see what's going on.
77. Right, here we go. As you march cross country, a large body of heavily armed cavalry appears over a rise in front.
Hello.
They dispatch a herald towards you who says, "Adventurers, know that you are in the land of the King of the Four Winds, and that His Majesty requests the pleasure of your company at his table." Will you follow the herald towards the cavalry, and then presumably onto the king, or return to your ship? And there's the vegan pirates. Yeah, there's the herald. There he is.
Yeah, go on. We could. He's got quite a lot of power, we found out, so he might be able to push
215.
me in the right direction if he's.
This is like our flag means death. The cavalry lead you to an impressive castle, bedecked with banners and guarded by hundreds of men-at-arms. Revelries are in progress in the central courtyard. Leaving your crew here to partake of the wine and song, you are conducted into the main feast hall, where the King of the Four Winds sits among his retainers and courtiers. With a welcoming gesture, the king bids you to be seated only a few places from his throne. He engages you in a rather loud conversation about the weather and your journey. Will you tell the king about the true nature of your trip or not? Yeah, see, I got a bet with this dude, right? He's called Abdul the Butcher.
You know him? Yeah, go on. Let's tell him the truth. Because he probably will know if I'm lying.
260, yeah. Ah, yes, says the king. Abdul the Butcher and his men. I remember them well, as they were here but 3 days ago. Abdul's got a 3-day lead on you. Pirates always tell the truth, yeah. Very poor table manners, but a lively wit. The king waves a servant over, whispers in his ear, and sends him away. When the servant returns, he's bearing 2 very large sacks. These, says the king, contain the north and south winds. As I gave the east and west winds to Abdul, I think it only fair I should give you these. Open the bag containing a north wind on your journey to Nippur, and open the other bag when you wish to return. At the end of the feast, you gather your men and prepare to return to the Banshee. Your crew are intensely interested in the sacks and don't believe you when you tell them that they contain only air. They believe the king has filled them with treasure and that you are simply being greedy. Share it with us, they say, or we won't go on, we'll stay here. You can't open the sacks now, so will you give your crew 100 gold pieces to keep them quiet, or simply insist to them that they are being stupid not to believe you. What a dilemma. The
What have I
Isle of
got?
Trista is turning out to be a very tricky location. How much gold have you got?
258. I'm going to have to give it to them, because if they open the wrong one, I'm screwed. Give them the gold.
Wap, 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 wap. 368. Let's see what happens as a result. Give them the gold.
That's my parroting technique.
Yeah.
Oh, go on then.
Shut up. Yeah, have some sweets. You hand over the gold to your men. Deduct 100 gold pieces from your booty. Turn to 312. Yep, that's the way to go. Consequence free. With the feast over, the king bids you farewell. You return to the Banshee and leave the cove where you were anchored. If you were given the sacks containing the north and south winds, then from now on, whenever you are instructed to roll 3 dice to compare the results with your crew, deduct 4 from the result of the dice roll.
Nice.
So you can go southeast towards the Channel of Goth, or southwest towards Rock.
I'm going to go towards the Channel of Goths.
Hang on, I want to have a peek at the map.
Don't want to go near Kish.
No, fair enough. Channel of Goth
It's all
then.
fortified as well. Look at the map.
191. Yeah.
Pretty
It might have
dangerous.
been alright.
Yeah.
Right, Channel of Goth it is, though. 191. We're going to slip past the unpleasant Kishy people. You steer wide with the hostile city of Murad.
Yeah.
Huh? Is that right?
Yeah, Murad's on this side.
Oh, cool. Roll 3 dice and subtract 4.
Right, we've only got 8 though. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 minus 4 is
7. Yeah.
7. Oof.
So, that's 4 days on the log.
4 days. That takes me down to 15 days left.
As you get to within 50 leagues of the Channel of Goth, your lookout spies an island which is not indicated on any of your charts. You can go check the island out, continue towards the channel, or turn west to go to Rock.
I'm leaving the island. I'm just going for it.
Just going for it. Channel of Goth.
Yes, please.
Okie doke. Very cautious. I'd have been right on that island. Like, what's over there?
Yeah, I know, but I've got 15 days left.
Sure. Yeah, not anymore. Add a day to your log.
14 days left.
When you reach the narrowest point of the Channel of Goth, an extended line of warships appear on the horizon in your direction of travel. As you approach closer, you see that there are several hundred war galleys with the markings of Shurapak heading through the channel in battle formation. They stretch from the shores of the Isle of Volcanoes across to the shores of the Eastern Rim. Turning back north to avoid conflict with this large force, you run into another long line of war galleys, this time from Murad. You realise that the two city-states must be at war with each other, and that you have quite inadvertently just been caught in the middle of what's about to be an enormous naval battle. Both forces are roughly equal in size, but the Murad galleys, reputed to have 5 men on every oar, are by far the larger vessels. So you need to break for safety by either going through the Murad lines or the Shurapat lines.
We've got to go through the Shurapak lines. Keep heading south.
Keep going south, yeah. They're not as big either, reportedly. Okay, gives you a choice here. You can cut across the front of the line of ships heading for the coast of the Eastern Rim, or give full sail to the Banshee and speed your way through.
Full sail to the Banshee. Let's speed our way through. Let's go.
Man the rigging.
Full blitz.
Full sail. The Banshee picks up pace as you trim the sails and aim for the space between the 2 nearest galleys. Okay, another choice. Will you try and go exactly between them, or try and veer off at the last moment to crash through the sheer of one of the galley's oars.
Let's go between them. Let's try not to piss them off.
296. Thread the needle.
Yeah. We were one of the greatest pirate captains known to man. You're going to be able to do that easy.
Absolutely. Right, as you approach, both the galleys make a sudden turn in towards you. You avoid one, but impale the Banshee upon the ram of the other. One sec. Your stricken vessel breaks in two, scattering its unhappy sailors and captains into the ocean, where the sharks, never far from a sea battle, are hungrily gathering. Your adventure is over.
Let's shear off the oars!
Oh man, I didn't pay attention to the page number again. Shit. I need to keep putting my finger in. I'm obviously overconfident in your abilities.
I know, right?
We were quite early up though, weren't we? Yeah, 275. Turn to 275. Right, so do you want to shear off the oars or try and sail between them?
Let's shear off the oars.
Okay, the two vessels attempt to take the Banshee out with their rams, but your cunning maneuver takes them a little by surprise. Test your luck.
Okay, luck's not too bad. Luck is 10. A 6, yeah, so I'm lucky.
You're lucky?
Down
Okay.
again. Keep forgetting to do that. 9.
Oh, don't forget. I'll be getting comments on the YouTube channel.
Forgetting. I've kept it going. All right.
Well, nice. I've had a weird pop-up, but I don't know what it means, so I just closed it and ignored it. Your ship smashes through the warship's oars, but receives several volleys of arrows from the Shurupak Marines crowding the other vessel's decks. Lose 2 points of crew strength.
Ooh.
Breaking through the line of war galleys, you see a second, smaller squadron following up behind. Will you go with the wind, cut in front of these vessels and head for the shore, or try and break through, as you did with the first line?
Probably tried the other approach. Cut across.
We're going to cut across to the shore.
Yeah.
261. You just sit on the beach for a couple of days and watch it all go down.
Yeah. See if I can pick up any gold from this, floating ashore.
Yeah. Passing at a relatively safe distance, you are surprised when a missile from a ballista mounted on one of the galleys crashes into your mast, bringing your mainsail down on the deck in a confusion of white canvas. Roll 3 dice. We're looking for less or more than your crew strength.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the same as.
Equal to or greater than, right? Turn to 51. The Banshee stops almost dead in the water, while your crew try ineffectually to rehoist the sail. One of the enormous war galleys bears down on your craft, impales the Banshee on its ram, and breaks its back. You and your crew fall into the shark-infested waters. Your adventure is over.
It's over.
I mean, how many takesy-backsies do we give ourselves?
I think we're done. That's annoying. I should have gone towards Kish. I just saw that bit of Channel of Goth and thought that looks like an easy way through, as opposed to going past where they've been battering us. But maybe that's the.
I don't know.
That's the thinking.
There'll have been someone that you might have spoken to at some point earlier in the book, at a different location that we've not gone to, who says, "Hey, heads up, Murad and Shurupak are going to get into it. Word is the fight's going down in the Channel of Goth." You know what I mean? But we didn't meet that person, so very, very typical kind of fighting fantasy situation there. I like the theme though, the pirate theme, and I like the I like the idea of collecting gold in a race to be the richest at the end and stuff.
No, it's definitely one of the better ones. The thing that I quite like that's different than the others is that you had the map at the start.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, so you can sort of make decisions.
You know where you're going and stuff. You know what you do. You know where these things are, as opposed to building it up as you go along. And ball went left, I'd need to draw them at myself. So that was very cool.
Yeah, you're right, Jordo. Jordo says the lack of an eye patch is what actually hurt you in that.
Fair.
Yeah, Donnie and the Spellsing, who were with us a little earlier on, was saying he needs at least a parrot or a monkey or a pirate hat or something.
Yeah.
So it was
Ill
all
prepared.
ill prepared, yeah. But you weren't to know. I feel like now, like Spellsing said, "Oh, I just need to go away for a bit. Don't die."
Oh, died a few times.
Yeah, and when he comes back, it'll be like, "Oh, they've ended the stream and they're dead 3 times." Oh dear, that's awful. It's funny. I felt like it ramped up very suddenly as well.
Yeah.
You know, like a very kind of sudden increase in difficulty.
The first part was all quite nice and straightforward. We're beating armies, with collecting gold, albeit to what degree I don't know. And then we got to that Trista. As soon as we hit Trista, that Lord of the Four Winds was a 50-50 guess. Are you going to live? Are you going to die? Literally, kill cows, game ends, and then getting through a warship, like a armada of boats.
How dare you sort a bit of dinner out for your crew?
Yeah.
The very last page, 400, is it just says, "There," you say to Abdul, flinging your coffer open to reveal an amount of gold substantially greater than his own. "I am the victor. I am the greatest rascal, the best sacker of cities." Abdul bows his head, admitting your victory. You have won. That's the very last.
Boom.
Yeah.
So it might not even matter how much you've got.
No, I don't know. It doesn't seem to. I don't know what happens in the paragraph before that, though. You know what I mean? It's. Oh, and there's Abdul for our art-loving friend on YouTube.